Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to yet another Destiny 2 video. Today we're quickly going to take a look at the Wizened Rebuke Fusion, and this is something that kind of came into popularity out of nowhere, and that's because Bungie mentioned it in their most recent TWAB post right before Iron Banner came out on Tuesday. Now they notified the community that this weapon's curated role would be locked behind a triumph in Iron Banner that turned out to be insanely difficult to say the least. Now as soon as I got my hands on this weapon, I was extremely disappointed, and I thought it would be an excellent weapon. I honestly have no idea why this would be a curated role, as the perks on it aren't even that spectacular. Now even for PvE, this role has no special abilities, and the synergy, it's really not there in my opinion. I don't like it all that much, and there's nothing that would really make this weapon super interesting or make you use it over something that you currently have in your build. So before I talk about how ridiculous the task is to actually get this weapon, let's just take a quick look at the perks and all the stuff that makes this weapon what it is. So it's a high impact frame just like the Air Until FR4, but it has an agile short zoom scope, even though that's not what you want on a fusion rifle whatsoever if you're going for long range kills. Now maybe Bungie didn't design it in that type of mindset, but I think for any Crucible or Iron Banner weapon, you definitely want to be killing people at a long range, so I'm not sure what they were thinking for that specific scope right there. Now it does have enhanced battery, which bumps up the magazine to 6, which I suppose is, pretty alright. And then finally it's got moving target and demolitionist as its two perks. Now obviously moving target is a solid perk that we're all very aware of. It's very good for PvP as it gives you increased movement speed and aim assist while aiming down sights and moving, of course. Now that's something you're almost always going to be doing when you're charging up and using a fusion rifle, especially in PvP. Now demolitionist on the other hand is a brand new perk we've never seen before, and it reads as follows: kills with this weapon generate grenade energy. Activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon from reserves. At first I thought this was just completely bad, but it might actually have a chance of being good because it'll probably give you all of your grenade energy back on kills, and boy oh boy, I was completely wrong. It is worse than expected. The perk doesn't even give you back all of your grenade energy, and it only fills about 30 to 40% of the charge. Now, at this point, I'm wondering to myself, why on earth would I run this over any fusion rifle with a god roll in the game? And the answer is simple: you don't. Now, hold on, you might be thinking that I'm too harsh on this weapon and I'm just completely trashing it, but let's talk about what you need to endure to actually unlock this weapon from your triumphs. There's a new debuff this time around in Iron Banner that you can activate that lowers your power level by 100 in total. Now, you need to get to 500 kills, not defeats, using this thing to unlock it. Now keep this in mind: if you're 700 and you go down to 600, there's going to be other people in your lobby that are using the buff as well, and they maybe have not hit 700 power level yet, so they'll be about 580 to 600 power level, and you'll be higher than them. That means that those kills will not count because you need to kill players with a higher power level on top of that absurd challenge already. So how long will this take the average person to complete? Well, honestly, I'm not sure. It took me about 7 total hours of game time and matchmaking to get this bad boy, but I was really sweating my balls off in a lot of the matches. You gotta go through a lot of crap to get this weapon, and I'll name a few just for fun. Getting one shot to the head by basically any bow in the game. One shot body shot with a ×2 Izanami's Burden Sniper. 2-tap by the Thor no matter what. 2-tap by the Ace of Spades. 3-tap by the Last Word at ridiculous ranges. Mapped by the Chaperone. Double meleeed while you need to triple melee somebody to kill them, and so much more. This is just not worth it whatsoever. You're better off going into Iron Banner at maximum power level and have fun destroying any lunatic who is still trying to get this weapon, because trust me, my enemies are probably having the time of their lives. Now granted, you will need to get this weapon at some point from the Triumph if you want to get this weapon to drop with random rolls in the next Iron Banner, but even then I don't think it's worth going for because of how long it takes to actually get it. To wrap up my video guys, I did want to show you something really cool about this weapon. It dismantles for a lot of cores.